Hi there, welcome to the Luminosity Yoga New Moon in Libra forecast. So it's actually a series of videos that I have developed to help you embody the cosmic energies of the current lunar cycle. And this month we're looking at the Libra lunar cycle, which started yesterday on the 25th of September 2022. Here in Berlin, it was like late in the evening at around 10:30 at 2 degrees of Libra, Sun and Moon conjoining in that sign. And that sign is connected with the idea of cardinal air. So the cardinal signs are the signs that start the season. And in the Northern Hemisphere, Libra starts the season of autumn. And for us here, and I think for many people in Europe at the moment, autumn has come rather quickly, at least in Northern Europe. And we really experience already the change in temperature in the season, like a rapid and kind of very palpable change. The days are shorter. We've just had the equinox as well. So as much as Libra and the equinox are in a sense very much related. So equinox means like equal day and night, or means really equal night. So we have about the same daylight and night light at the moment. And so that is a very good image for the idea of Libra, being the scales of justice as much as the polarities, or how to balance the yin and yang, day and night, the idea of being internal or external, and really bringing harmony to these topics by being diplomatic, possibly strategic, but in always with the intention of wanting to bring harmony or peace or beauty. It's related to art and the aesthetics, as its ruler is the planet Venus. So Venus ruling two signs, the sign of Taurus, which in the northern hemisphere is a spring sign, and then but it is a very, very different fixed earth, and Libra being the more airy sign, being cardinal air, as I already explained. So it means that that energy can initiate something, being cardinal. It can start something. And it's also very much for me, like, especially in the season, the autumn is often very much connected to the breath, even though, or all the air signs are connected to the idea of breathing. So really breathing in new life into our relationships was like was a topic or a theme that was developed on Astrology Hub during the current lunar guide of the IC, the inner circle members. Sharon, she was guiding us and talking about breathing new life into relationships. So just as we have in the autumn, like letting go of old things and birthing the new. So the question is where Libra is in your chart, which house does it inhabit? And then it would be really interesting for you to look at that and see where there is actually where that is taking place, a rebalancing or like a revitalization in a sense, also a rethinking, as in the current Mercury retrograde cycle. Mercury moved from Libra back into Virgo, where it still is, and then will eventually station direct on October 2nd. So other ideas related here is how we can learn to keep the balance in the storm. We have it a little bit here at the moment, here in the park in Berlin, in Tiergarten. All of a sudden, it's the weather is becoming a little changeable, and yeah, this is something we can practice together. The one thing that is sometimes said about Libra, that it likes or prefers to stay on the surface, or rather, or instead of just going really deep, which the sign after Libra, Scorpio, is very good at, going into the depths. Libra sometimes, prefers to leave things at a rather superficial level in order to keep the peace or to maintain the balance. So at this age and time that we're currently in, we might be asked much more to hold the polarities. We've been speaking about that for a very long period of time, and so we will keep going with that idea of how we can actually maintain the connection to ourselves and maintain our balance while actually holding these polarities, internal as well as external polarities. So the idea of surrender, I think, is very much present in the autumn, of letting go. And there also is, with this new moon chart, there's also a re-emergence of the Jupiter Neptune energy that we had in the spring of this year. So it might also be an idea to look back and see what the progress has been since. How have you moved on, or how have you progressed, developed in that period? And just to feel into that and to sense what you might be asked to shift now. As we are just coming out of the Mercury retrograde, it's also a good idea to go slowly, take things, at a slower pace, and to really enjoy your relationships, maybe to rekindle relationships, or just to bring some fresh air, like a breeze, into relationships for yourself and for others. Maybe also, how can you change your mind, your belief system, or the thoughts you are having about yourself and others, and always reflect it in the others. So as we move through the zodiac, the first 6 signs are very much about the self, and then from the 7th sign, which is Libra, onwards to the 12th, to complete the circle, this is more about interaction with others, and then also with all of society and humanity. So here we are very much in the one-on-one relationship, but really can also be our relationship to anything in the cosmos. And so these are some ideas to start us off. So really going with the idea of balancing or rebalancing, and maybe taking that into the practice, asking yourself what you may need to rebalance in your life. So we're just going to start by sitting, and find a comfortable seat and just rock from side to side on your sitting bones. Just sensing the body, your breath, and your environment. Finding some stillness, placing your hands into your groins, deep inhale. Shrug the shoulders up, and exhale, just moving through your hands out through the thighs towards the knees. Just repeat that one more time. Deep inhale. And then exhale, moving the hands through the flesh on your thighs towards your knees. Then on your next inhale, shrug the shoulders up. And then roll them back and down. Do that again. Shrugging them up, shrugging the shoulders up. And back and down, just rolling them one more time in that direction, and then changing and moving shoulders back and up and front and down, bringing some movement into that part of the body. And then just place your palms facing the sky, just closing your eyes for a moment. And as you scan the body for tension, take a deep inhale into where you find tension. Release it on your exhale and connect through your sitting bones or your tailbone, your perineum with the earth. Let everything evaporate into the earth. And again, just scan the body for emotional tension. Breathe into it. And release it with the exhale. And do the same for mental tension, breathing into the head, into the brain. And with your exhale, let everything let go. Let it go and let it evaporate into the earth underneath you. Closing the mouth, letting your in and exhale come in and out through the nose. Bringing your thumb and your index finger very gently together. And the inhale, with the inhale, just connect from your tailbone all the way up to the crown of the head and bringing fresh energy into the body, into the spine. And on your exhale, releasing stress, tension, energies of others, whatever you don't need right now. Take a few more deep in and exhales. With the inhale, just bringing fresh oxygen from the earth into the body. And with the exhale, releasing stress, tension, energies of others, whatever you don't need right now. A few more deep in and exhales, finding your own rhythm. Connecting to the earth, and at the end of the exhale, you can very gently pull the belly against the spine and pull the pelvic floor in and up. And then we open the eyes, bring our arms up on the inhale. And then exhale, just bringing the arms down. Just finding breath and movement, bringing them together. Inhale, arms up. You can bring equal length arms up and down, equal in an exhale. You can count if you like until 4 or 5. And also exhaling until 4 or 5. And then inhaling your arms up. And then exhale, bring the hands together in front of your heart. And again, inhale, bringing your arms up. And exhaling the hands down in front of the heart center. And one more time, inhale, bring in the arms up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. And we're just gonna start with 2 rounds of arm. Take a deep exhale. And inhale. Inviting both darkness and light. Take a deep inhale. Bow your head towards your heart and set an intention for the practice. So just take that with you, take that idea of what area, what part of your life, what aspect of your life needs to be rebalanced, or where do you need to find balance, more balance. So just bring that question into the body with your breath. Rub your hands together, creating some warmth or friction between the hands. And then place your palms Cup your eyes with your palms, taking a few deep in and exhales. Letting any stress and tension evaporate from the face into the hands. And then bringing them down. And again, just rub your hands together. And as Libra is connected with the kidneys, there's also two, and there are ear shaped. So there's also that idea of really paying attention to what our kidneys need, listening to our own needs. So they are on the back. So if you actually draw a line from your belly button just around, and then above that line you'll find the kidneys. So just give them a good rub. You can actually make fists or open palms and just rub them. So Aries is more connected to adrenals above the kidneys, and we are working the idea of bringing some good energy to the kidneys. Very important in the autumn to keep them warm and to go to bed on time. Yeah, preferably by 11 p.m. from a TCM, traditional Chinese medicine perspective. Yeah, and then we rub the feet together. So the kidney meridian starts in the feet. Kidney 1 being on the sole of the foot, just like in the center where the flesh changes color here. So you can actually just place your feet on the ground and just give some little bit of a massage to that point, that kidney 1 point. Breathing deeply. Very good. And then just we're going to come into a cross-legged seated position. And as we're moving, the kidneys always go together with our center in a sense. So we're going to move in a clockwise direction from our belly button, bringing the belly button forward, side, backward, side, kind of Sufi circles, breathing deeply. And you can really direct your breath into the kidneys, into the back of your body, lower back, and feeling into that. Yeah, sensing what your needs are and going with that in your practice. So really bringing that idea of honoring your needs into the practice. And coming back to center, slowly coming back. Interlacing the finger, inhale, bring them front. And then exhale, bring the hands towards the heart. And inhale again, bring them front. Exhale, bring them up. Inhale here. Exhale, going to the right. Inhale up. Exhale, going to the left. And a few times from side to side. Really enjoying. And then inhale, coming back to center, and then twisting to the right, bringing the left hand on the right knee, breathing very deeply here. And really finding that long spine, inhaling up, and exhale down, this time into the back of the body, into the kidney area. And then bringing your back arm up and just leaning back a little bit. Yeah, and you can open up towards the sky, but really breathing into the back of the body, the lower back. You don't want to overstretch, opening up the whole side. And then bringing the arms back down. And then just bringing the knees up, inhale here. Exhale, bring the knees over to the right, head over to the left. So we're going to do a lot of mirroring things. Inhale to the left and head to the right. Breathing deeply. And then bring the left shin in front, find your way back into a cross-legged seated posture, and then anti-clockwise, again, rotating from your belly button. This is always very good to just get your whole system moving, especially, doesn't matter if it's at the beginning or the end of a day, but to really bring some flexibility, some moisture to the joints, opening them up. Yes, so Libra can also be quite a dry sign that needs some moisture for the bones. And you can completely determine your own pace. So again, going with the idea of what actually is good for your own body. What are your needs? Coming slowly back to center. So we interlace the fingers again, and now make sure that the other pinky is at the bottom, the other little finger. And then again, bring the arms front, pull the shoulders down, exhale, bring the hands close to the heart. Inhale, expand, and exhale, bring the arms up. And then just pulling the shoulders down, inhale here. And then exhale, going to the left. Inhale up, exhale to the right. And just a few times from side to side, just enjoying the stretch in the sides of the body. And inhale, come back to center. Exhale, now we twist to the other side, right hand on the left knee. And we're just going to stay here for a few breaths, really enjoying the breath in the back of the body, especially the exhale, bringing some freshness, some life to our kidneys, nourishing them with our breath. Pulling the shoulders down and gently pulling the belly button against the spine. So bring the back arm up and again, just open towards the sky. And you can also move the upper hand if you like. And then inhale here, exhale, bring that hand down and we come front on all fours. And we're just gonna cat-cow, exhale, roll the lower middle upper back, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, and then start with the tailbone and coming very gently in that slight arch and bring in the heart, not so much the chin front, and just repeating and finding space again between the joints. And then we're gonna rotate the whole rib cage. So we're gonna rotate the ribs up and again breathing into our lower back, into our kidney area. And just really enjoying, if you want to turn the head in the other direction, just really going with that movement and opening between the ribs. And then we change direction. And again, just really enjoying that stretch and that opening between the ribs and really rounding your back. And going a bit free flow, you can also engage the head, making figures of 8 with the head and the torso. Very good. And then we're just gonna sit back and tuck our toes under. So again, we're gonna bring some energy to that kidney 1 point. Yeah, opening up the backs of our feet. So inhale here, exhale, interlacing the hands behind our back. And again, just maybe giving some love to our kidneys, just placing our hands on our kidneys here, breathing into them, bringing the elbows back, the tailbone down. Just remembering our commitment to what honors us at this point. And then just come back front, inhale here. Exhale, bring the seat to the heels. Rolling up on all fours and exhale, coming into downward facing dog. Inhale, coming up on the toes and an exhale, bending one knee. And I'm moving from side to side, breathing deeply, rolling the shoulders away from the ears, shaking the head out, and very gently move into the front of the mat. And just place your feet hip-width distance, bend the knees as much as you need to. Grab your elbows from below, and then we're just going to sway very gently from side to side, creating some space in all the joints, the knees, the hips, the arms, the head. Very gently swaying here. Coming back to center, we release the elbows and then just shake out the arms. And just pucker your lips and release with your breath. And again. And then roll up one vertebra at a time. Bending the knees, bringing your arms up over the sides. Inhale here. So we're greeting the sun and then exhale, or the sky and exhale, Mother Earth. Inhale, bend your knees, find a long back, and then just root your hands, bring your left leg back, feet hip-width distance apart. Breathing very deeply. Inhale here. And then exhale, slowly coming up in a high lunge, breathing here. Finding strength in the breath. And finding balance in the posture. So you may want to bend your back knee. You can stretch it out gently. Breathing again into the lower back. Breathing into the kidneys. So we're just going to go forward and now take that time to breathe into the lower back again, strengthening, pulling the belly against the spine. And then we're going to bring the back knee down. So just do this very gently. Unfurl your back foot. Bring your arms up. Inhale here. Lift the heart towards the sky, yeah? Towards love. Opening up. Big circle back. One more. Bring your hands down. Inhale here. Tuck your back foot under. Exhale. Straighten the front leg. One more time, bending. Inhale, bring your heart forward. Exhale, straighten the front leg. If you have problems straightening it, you can use two blocks, or you can also just bend it as much as it is okay for you. Do not force. Bring the left hand onto the mat next to the right foot. Bend the right knee, bring the right arm up. Again, opening up to the sky. Inhale here. Exhale, step back into downward facing dog. Coming into your plank position. So again, just feet hip-width distance or sitting bone distance. Bring your ribs in, knees, chest, and chin. Take a moment to move the feet back and then paying attention, breathing into the lower back, coming into a small cobra. Exhale, release. So again, breathe into your kidneys as you come up one more time. Small or slightly higher cobra. Exhale, release. Coming up on all fours, tuck your toes under. Exhale your way back into downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left leg front. Feet hip width distance. Inhale here. And then exhale again. Come up into that high lunge. Breathing deeply, just finding your balance in a posture. You can bend the back knee if you like. You can extend it gently from your groin, making sure you're not overextending. Bring your arms back and breathe into the kidney area, the lower back. Yeah, breathing life into that. Finding strength and stability here. Finding your balance. Inhale here, exhale. Bring the hands down onto the mat. Inhale here, exhale, straighten the front leg and looking back. Once again, inhale, bending. And exhale, straightening. You can use blocks or just come up as far as you can, not overextending. Bring the right hand next to the left hand down. Inhale, bring the left arm up. Open your heart to the sky. You can move the upper hand. Create space in the joints. And bring the hand down. Inhale here, exhale, step forward into forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, full forward fold. Again, paying attention to the back. You can roll up or you can come up with a long back, bending the knees, bringing the arms up. Really paying attention to the lower back, hands in front of the heart. Feet together, and again, we're just going to rub the kidneys as we come into chair and just breathing into the kidneys. Remembering not to overarch here. Bring your arms up. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold. Step that left leg back. Right foot front, a little bit out. And again, we bring the back knee on the ground. And come up here. Breathing deeply. So make sure that your heel and your knee is aligned here. And we're going to bring the right elbow onto our thigh. If possible, we grab thumb and index finger. And then we can reach for our back foot and only bring that up if that's available to you. So otherwise, just leave it on the ground. Use a strap or just see if you can bring it up without holding it. Yeah, so you're really bringing here the pubic bone up and breathing into the lower back. No forcing in this posture, breathing deeply. Inhale here, and we're just gonna slowly bring the back foot down. And then exhale, extending the front leg, bringing the toes up. We'll do it one more time. Inhale, bending, so we do the same as we did before, but with the knee on the ground. And exhale. And coming again into that forward bend. Inhale. And then exhale, downward facing dog. If you need a break, you can stay here. Otherwise, come into plank position. And paying attention to the lower back, knees, chest, chin. Either half or full cobra. Again, breathing into the lower back. 3 deep breaths. And a fourth one. And then exhale, and you can lower the forehead first and then find your way back in your own version into downward facing dog, and then sway your hips from left to right. And breathing deeply. I forgot to do that on the other side, so this time we're going to place the left knee onto the ground. Inhale, bring the left leg up. Exhale, the right knee on the ground. Bring the left foot forward. Right knee on the ground. Yes, I forgot that on the other side, so we can actually come up first. Inhale, and then exhale. Big circle with the arms. One more. Breathing deeply. Very good. Place your left elbow onto the thigh. And maybe you're going to stay here, or you're going to try to bring that foot up. And if you can, reach for that back foot. Flex the foot. And then really breathing deeply here from your center, really finding balance from your center. Bring the core up. And bring the left thumb and index finger together. Breathing deeply here. Lift the heart. Bring your left shoulder back. And then very slowly bringing the left foot down. Bring your hands onto the mat. Inhale. Exhale, straighten the front leg. And looking back. Inhale. Lift the heart. Always aligning the joints, yeah, so the ankle and the knee joint, and exhale, going back. Inhale, come front, tuck your back foot under, lift the knee off the ground, exhale, coming into forward fold, feet together. So again, we're just gonna come into chair, but bring the hands back to our kidneys, fairly in length, breathing into the hands. And then bring the arms up and coming all the way up. Hands in front of the heart. So on your next inhale, we're gonna do the same as we did as we were on the ground. So you're just gonna bring one hand to your ankle and the other one, thumb and index finger together. So maybe you're just gonna hold that pose as I am now, or if you can, you're gonna really use your back foot as a lever. Yeah, and you're gonna come into this dancer posture, breathing deeply. Yeah, it's a very Libran, Venusian posture. And also having to hold your balance, find your balance here. Inhale, slowly coming back. You can just play with that. Do that very gently. And then exhale, bring the foot down. Yeah, and we can try the other side. I need to make sure that I don't step into a hole here. So just find that other leg. You can grab it. Some people prefer to grab it from the inside. That's also possible. Thumb and index finger together. And again, flex the foot. Just use it as a lever, and you can come a little bit forward or more into the stanza posture. Breathing deeply. Inhale here. And exhale. Bringing your hand down. Very good. Come again to the front of the mat for our last round. Again, giving a good rub to the kidneys. Finding our chair. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half forward plank, half forward bend. And then stepping again one more time, left foot back. Yeah, and now we're going to bring the left knee on the ground again. Inhale, come up. And then we're going to bring the right hand to the right hip and coming into a little arch to the side. Breathing deeply into the side. Enjoying the stretch. Again, just going as far as it feels good. Inhale here. Exhale. Tuck the back foot under. And we're going to turn the front foot in. So we're going to come into a straddle. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, left hand to the right shin. Right arm up. We're going to stay here. So see if we can level the hips again as we open up here to the sky. Can move the upper hand. We can move the fingers. And inhale, come back to center. Changing sides. Right hand to the left shin. Left arm up. Breathing deeply. Moving the upper hand. And again, we're just going to turn to the other side. Left foot front, right foot back. Bring the back knee on the ground. And then inhale, bring your arms up. Bring your left hand to your left hip. And just a small arch. And then exhale, bring the hand down, and we're just going to bring the front foot back. Doing like a very, very gentle camel vinyasa again. Giving a good rub to the kidneys. Inhale, lifting the heart towards the sky, elbows back, and we're just going to round a little bit. Yeah, so all in this area. Inhale, we lift, open the upper back. the chest towards the sky. And inhale, we round. Do it in your own rhythm. One more time. Breathing into the kidneys. And then find your way. Very gently just sit up for a moment. Bring your tailbone down. Thumbs and index fingers together. Breathing into the lower back. And then we're going to come into a seated posture that's comfortable for you for pranayama. And we're just going to do some alternate nostril breathing, Nadi Shodhana, with equal counts for the left and right nostrils. So that can be the count of 4. You can slowly expand or extend that count without holding. So just equal in an exhale. So we use the right hand, right thumb for the right nostril, right ring finger for the left nostril, closing our eyes, keeping our chin in line with our chest bone as much as we can, slightly tilting the chin so we find a long neck. And then we just feel the in and exhale at the nostrils without closing them. And we close the right one and inhale through the left on the count of 4 or longer. And then we close left, exhale through the right. Then we inhale through the right. And exhale through the left, closing the right one. This is called one round. Do a few more in your own rhythm. After that round, bring your hand down. And then we inhale through the center from the tailbone to the crown of the head. And then we imagine a breath coming like a fountain and going down over both sides, right and left, and meeting again at the tailbone. And again, we inhale through the center, the Shushumna, the great central channel, the Taiji pole, all the way up to the crown. Exhaling left and right over both sides until the breath meets again at the tailbone. When we let go of that image and just rest for a moment, bringing your left palm on top of the right, resting it in your lap. And very, very gently letting the thumbs, the tips of your thumbs touch. Releasing your breath. If you have time for Shavasana, now is a good moment to do that. Otherwise, just stay here for a while. Make sure your heartbeat comes back to normal. Just sensing your breathing again without controlling it, without judging it. Thinking about something that you're thankful for in your life. Just feel that in your heart. And just feel, sense how that love or that joy spreads across your whole body. Letting every cell of your body smile. And bringing that gentleness, that love, that joy to yourself, allowing that, to bring that to yourself and to your relationships. In this Libra season, bring the hands together in front of the heart. We close with 2 rounds of Om. Exhale deeply for the light and for the darkness within and without. And then bow your head to your heart, giving thanks to yourself for dedicating yourself to the practice, for making the time and paying attention to yourself, and dedicating the fruits of our practice, the merits of our practice, to all beings without one exception. Thank you very much for joining me. Namaste. So my name is Anya. This is my Luminosity Yoga channel. And if you've enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, share it with others. And you can also find me in book sessions with me on my website. You'll find it in the show notes. That's www.anyabaya.com. And it's also called Balancing Energy Flows. So I work with energy healing and energy balancing techniques, also with yoga and Ayurveda, and some of the knowledge of TCM, traditional Chinese medicine, in combination with astrology or astrological background knowledge. For a more comprehensive forecast on astrology for the month, please see Astrology Hub or also Rick Levine. I highly recommend. Thank you very much, and have a beautiful start into the autumn season or the spring season in the southern hemisphere. Namaste.